Hello, lovely. This is Into the Hen House, a podcast for moms with littles. We are joining our voices to a revolution of remembrance. And as mothers, we are rising together and choosing to live, birth, and mother from a place of internally sourced power and deep connection. Join us on this journey as we dive into topics of mindful and intuitive living and mothering, healthy and sovereign living, as well as the often taboo topic of birth trauma, both healing and preventing it. We are your hosts, Andrea,
Caitlin,
and Chantal.
And if you're ready, it's time to jump into the hen house.
Hello, welcome back, everyone. We are officially into season 5. So thank you for coming along on the journey. And I'm so excited today. We have such a wonderful guest. This is Ashley, who I met on Instagram, also known as A Mom's World. And she's a stay-at-home mom of one toddler and a girl mom. So we have quite a bit in common right there. And thank you for coming on. I'm so excited.
No, thank you. I'm so excited to do this. This is my first podcast, and I'm just super excited for this opportunity.
Yeah, well, anyways, I just like to have fun. So, but tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your story, or just a story,
Yeah. So I'm Ashley. I'm from the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area, and I went to school for psychology and philosophy. So my career was primarily in healthcare. So I worked as a program specialist, a supports coordinator, sort of like casework, I guess would be the easiest way of putting it. And I worked with individuals with disabilities. So most of my job was advocating for them, making sure they had the best types of supports in place, whether in the home or if they needed a job coach to go out into the field. So that's what most of my work was actually in. I also was an executive assistant for a few organizations, so I did administrative work for a little while too. And then I got pregnant and I had a baby girl. And after that happened, I was like, I want to be a stay-at-home. So that's sort of where I'm at now. I have one little girl, and it's just been the absolute best. I love being a stay-at-home mom. It's so much fun. And I created this A Mom's World account because I just wanted to be able to share silly things and what my motherhood journey looked like, and be able to reach other women and other moms and other parents just around the world. And so I started this account in February of this year, and the community that I have found has been incredible. There's so many moms, there's so much to learn and bounce ideas off of, and it's just been super cool. So that's sort of where I'm at now.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Yeah, I get the urge to all of a sudden what you might think you might do, and then all of a sudden you have your baby and you're like, oh, it all went out the window.
It really did. I
all
mean,
went out the window.
yeah, it was just, yeah, you see this precious little human and you're like, I can't leave you. So I was like, I just need to be around you every day. I cannot, I just have to. So, but it's just been the best blessing for us. And she is so much fun, so smart. So I love it. I love my job.
That's amazing. No, and I think that's the big thing. It's like whatever one chooses to do, or whatever one chooses, how they choose to live life, it's like just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it, be present, enjoy it. That's, what more is there in life, really? I mean,
Yeah.
It's like you may as well enjoy life while you're in it. So
yes, and so much changes in those early years, just watching them grow and explore the world, and how quickly things change for them. And so it's just so incredible too to just see that journey.
yeah.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. It's so wild because my daughter just turned 2 like maybe 2 weeks ago ish. And we were looking at videos and pictures from when she was like had just turned 1, and I'm going, wow, it's just
yeah. I mean, they're
like wow, time, like a lot changes in a year.
yeah.
When you're little.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's
So it's like, yeah.
My little one, I know, I look back because your phone will show you the memories and it'll show you like a year ago today. And you're like, I can't believe how far we've come. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So I saw your post that you had made during a particularly chaotic week in the world. Um, and I found it really, really moving. And so your post had been about love and creating love and showing up with love, and basically how love changes the world. And teaching our kids to love and all of that. But can you talk a little bit about what inspired that post? Like what was in your heart kind of when you made that? Because it was so articulate and so connected, and it was just beautiful. It was like one of those like videos that I think is just such a standout of all the massive stuff we see online. It's like, wow, it was very authentic and very real and very, I loved it. So
Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I was sort of nervous about putting something out there like that, since most of my page has been sort of silly things. I share a lot of silly parts of motherhood and funny stuff that my toddler's doing. But I really felt like we needed to connect with people. There was just so much divide and sort of chaos out there. I feel like, and we still see it. We still see a lot of like destruction and negativity on social media and on the news. And I just feel like we need to flip the script a little bit. I think if we start putting out positive messages that can unite people, that we can start to see that good change in the world. Even if you reach one person, or maybe the next time you reach 10 people, I think that putting those words out there that can maybe inspire someone can really just start off good change, and just differences for growth too. I mean, I feel like when you get a chance to talk to different people, and even getting the chance to talk to you, I feel like I get to grow as well. I mean, I've never done a podcast. I've never had this type of opportunity. So I feel like when you do put those messages out, you never know what it's going to lead to. So it's sort of, I just wanted to put something different out there. I think right now, you see a lot of people that they have different, just very, very different views on some big points that are happening right now. And I think that maybe that's sort of the point, is for us to have different viewpoints. I think it allows us to sort of challenge our own beliefs. It gives us a chance to either challenge your belief or strengthen your beliefs. So I think just trying to put something different out there. I think, not so much worried about maybe a certain side of things, but just really looking at things as a whole and putting just positive love messages out there instead of trying to put messages that are going to divide us.
right. I love that. That's a big part of when I started this. I said, yes, I have my ideas. And yes, since I'm the one inviting people, probably things will go relatively in certain directions. And I said, I also want to be really intentional about inviting a lot of different people with different viewpoints and different things, and just like to bring about this idea that we can still have loving relationships and kindness and community, even when we don't agree with everything, or even when we really disagree with certain items.
Yeah.
And because someone had told me, she's like, anytime you put two people with two different brains in the same room, you're going to have two people who have vastly different opinions on a vast number of subjects. So she's like, so learning to navigate that is a skill in life that everyone at some point has to learn.
True.
And I thought that was funny. But anyways,
It's true.
Yeah. So for you, and I mean, your daughter's still a little bit little,
Mhm.
but toddlers, I mean, my goodness, they will teach you so much about love.
Gosh, yes.
They will teach you so much about love and so much about being authentic and so much about honoring emotions.
Yes.
It's like, my goodness, sometimes I tell my daughter, I'm like, you teach me so much. I learn so much from you every day.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And my daughter too, she'll make up her own words, her own little language. And so she'll say different things. And I'll be like, I have no idea what that means. And she's like, oh, well, that means run fast. And I was like,
Oh, okay. Okay. I love it. That works. Yeah.
words, but it's so much fun. She's so creative. So it,
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun, but it's true. Yeah. I learned something new, I feel like, every day from her.
Yeah. So, what is something that you do, kind of you personally, or you as the more collective family, to kind of intentionally cultivate love? Because that was a lot of the message of what you had of cultivating love. And when you bring love into the world, all of a sudden, so many other things matter less.
It's true. So really just putting my heart and attention towards the moment, towards the presence. Whether it's a big moment or a small moment, but being present. And so different things that we do to cultivate love in our home is we love cooking together. My toddler and I, it's something we do every day. She'll sit up on the countertop and we try different recipes, or sometimes there's things that she wants to make and she'll talk about, she'll be like, I want to try banana strawberry pancakes. And so we do a lot of time in the kitchen, and getting a chance to see what our hands can create together, and sharing meals together is a really big part of our day. So we always have our family dinners, and during the day my daughter and I share meals as well. So that's something that we do. Also, something that I like to do is I love speaking kind words to her, especially when she wakes up and when she's going to bed. So talking about her strengths, and maybe something that she accomplished that day, or something that she was really excited about or proud about, is something I like to do. And especially when she wakes up, I like to ask her what her dreams were about. She loves talking about what she has dreamt about. They're usually very funny, about animals and things, but it's one thing we love. We'll sit on the bed and she'll talk about what she did in her dream. She'll be flying in the air, or she'll be riding a
Okay.
things like that. Um, but so that's some of the big parts of our day. And we always, make sure that we say I love you probably 100 times a day. So, and she always likes to end it that she will be like, but I love you most. So, but that's just some of the ways, just sort of in our daily, our day to day, what we sort of do to add some extra, moments of love and that connection.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I think that's such a huge piece of it. What you're talking about is that connection, and really bringing that connection and bringing the presence, no matter kind of what else is going on, to find, like, to practice presence.
Hmm.
And I think as a parent, and possibly, I'm thinking it's like possibly as a stay-at-home mom, even, it's, not to say that other people don't have an effort with presence, but I feel like sometimes when you spend so much time together, it's easy to be a little bit distracted for
Oh yeah.
big chunks, or to say, oh, I need to do this on my phone, or I need to do that, or I need to respond to something. And to really set boundaries with yourself, to be like, no, I still need to be really present, because that's the,
Oh,
like, that's how they feel my love.
oh yeah. It's definitely, making sure that you're there and you're in the moment, and they can see that. Your eyes are on them. You're present in the activity or in the meal that you're sharing. Because she'll pick up on it, because there are times, your phone rings and you get a phone call and you try to, step away for a couple minutes, and your child absolutely feels that. So it's just being intentional, during the day, and being there, and having those moments where you need to step aside, but really being able to focus on them, and give them the attention that they want, and and what
Yeah.
they.
To be really, really present when you can be present.
Yeah. Yeah.
and really focus on that connection. I
Yeah.
love that. And what a wonderful thing that you speak such lovely, kind things to her and in the morning and evening. I think that's beautiful. It's like it's almost like a meditation, but
Yeah.
like a verbal meditation almost.
Yeah, it
Kind
is.
of like sinking right into the subconscious. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I like that. How do you teach your daughter about love? Like, is this a conversation that you have? Is it more of a modeling? Is it something of both or
It's a little
something else entirely?
Yeah, it's a little of both. We pray together. We read the Bible together, and we talk about different ways to show love, and how love takes on so many different forms. There's so many ways to show love.
Mhm.
So one of the things, my toddler, this is something honestly that she just has in her heart, but she loves to give compliments to people out in public. So she just does that on her own. That's just honestly, that's her. But so we talk about how that's a really good opportunity to show love. So she'll see someone out in public, and if she likes what they're wearing or their earrings or their shoes or different things, she'll always stop them and say, "Hey, I like your earrings," or "Hey, I like your shirt." And so that's honestly her. And we do a lot of crafts and make little, trinkets and things. So a lot of times we'll wrap them up and we'll gift them to our friends and our family and our neighbors. So we'll talk about how we can show love that way by being able to, gift little things that might make someone feel special. And we also, she helps with everything around the house. She'll do stuff with me. So we talk about when we're doing our chores around the house, we talk about how it's important to care for our home. So just like we care for our bodies and we clean our bodies, we clean our house as well. So, we'll talk about how doing things like that shows that we care about ourselves and we care about our home. But so yeah, so we sort of talk about how love can look like so many different things. And we talk about sort of like the 5 love languages. I'm sure
Mhm.
you've heard of. So,
Yeah.
talking about like the quality time and the acts of service. So, I simplify it, but, we talk about how, like, when we're spending the day together and we're, taking a walk or we're going to the park and we have that good quality time, that's a chance that we're sharing love. So it's
Mhm.
really just showing her how love can take on so many different forms. And that, it's fun. I feel like being able to choose love and to give love to others, it's fun. You get to see the reactions, on people around you if you're giving them a gift or giving them a compliment. Having that positive reaction back. And I think she loves that. She loves like seeing people's reactions when she gives them a gift or is talking to them and complimenting the outfit, something like that. So
Yeah. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. But yeah, I mean, honestly, though, kids are they're so loving.
they
I guess she's so loving. So my daughter right now, just really in about like the last maybe week or two, with all her toys, we call them her friends,
yeah.
and she'll go around mwah, 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 to all of them.
That's so cute.
So she'll just go through, everyone gets a kiss in the morning and in the afternoon and in the evening. And sometimes they'll get an extra kiss because I don't know what her I don't know what her system is for that because she's not talking yet. I mean she is a little bit, but not,
Yeah.
not in a way to necessarily verbalize very complex
Yeah.
ideas yet. And but it's so funny. And then sometimes she'll take her 2 toys and go, mwah.
So sweet.
And I was like, okay, yeah, this is the little girl. We used to have a game when she was very small. And if she would be like a little bit upset, we would play 1,000 kisses. And
Oh,
I have no idea if I gave her 1,000 kisses, but for like minutes at a time, be like, I would give her kisses and then she would stop crying.
that's a good way to stop it.
It only probably worked for like a week and a half. And then it's like, okay, now we're finding something new, but okay.
Yeah.
But I was like, yep, okay. All the kisses. Yes, she's definitely my daughter.
Cute.
So I thought that's pretty funny.
That is.
Awesome. Okay, well, this is going to be continued next week. So this is part 1 of this recording. So for those of you who are loving this episode and really loving this conversation, definitely stay tuned next week for the second half of it. And Ashley, thank you so much. I can't wait to continue this conversation.
Thank you.
And yeah, so we'll see you all next week.
Thank you so much for listening. If you are loving this podcast, please go ahead and subscribe and leave us a review. Both of these really help the show. As you go out into the world this week, know that we are sending you so much love and wishing you a wonderful and beautiful day, and we will see you back here soon.